So literally everyone around me has been talking about Animal and I had to watch it. And honestly, what did I just watch? So Animal is a Hindi movie directed by Sandeep Reddy Vanga. It stars the well-known Ranbir Kapoor alongside the veteran actor Anil Kapoor. It also stars Tripti Dimri and Rashmika Mandanna, plus many others too. You can check them out in the description below. Just so you know, this movie is rated 18 plus. And this is going to be like a spoiler free review. You might be asking, what language is this movie in? Well, it's in Hindi original and dubbed in Malayalam, Kannada, Tamil, and Telugu, all available on Netflix. So Ranbir Kapoor plays the role of Ranvijay, a stubborn son to the wealthy and well-known industrialist who goes by the name Balbir Singh. This role is played by Anil Kapoor. So Ranvijay returns home after several years of studying abroad and makes a vow to seek revenge against those who are after his father's life. One important thing you should know about Ranvijay is that he loves his father extremely. The love he has for his dad is out of this world, like literally out of this world. The movie has a duration of 3 hours and 24 minutes. I know, long, right? Well, whether you should watch the movie or leave it, you will find out later in this video if you stick with me. So in this video, I'll be covering where the movie delivers and where the movie falters. But if you feel like skipping through to the negative parts and my conclusion, you can check out my time codes below. Okay, first things first, the plot wasn't predictable, especially after the storyline builds up. One minute you might be thinking this might happen, and the next minute something you didn't expect happens. Once it comes to the acting, I'll start with Ranbir Kapoor and Anil Kapoor. Yes, the Kapoors. Anyone who knows Ranbir Kapoor really well will know that he's a versatile actor and he can portray any character given to him. And there's this look in his eyes that he always used to create suspense and tension. In this movie, wow, a shout out to Ranbir Kapoor, he nailed this character really well. As for Anil Kapoor, who played the role of Balbir Singh, a wealthy industrialist who didn't have time for himself or his family, Anil Kapoor slayed this role. Himself and Ranbir Kapoor played the complicated father and son relationship really well. And one thing about this movie is that the Kapoors were really dedicated to their characters. While I was researching, I found out that Anil Kapoor played a dual role here, that of Balbir Singh and that of Kailash. And he had to train his body for the role of Kailash. And I also found out that Ranbir Kapoor had to put on weight by 11 kg just for this role. Plus, he had to cut his hair too. So, special shout out to Anil Kapoor and Ranbir Kapoor for their brilliant performance in this movie. As for Rashmika Mandanna, she played the role of Gitanjali, Ranvijay's wife. And honestly, at first, I wasn't engaging with her character because she felt a little bit dull and submissive. But as her character dynamics unfold, I get to see different sides to her. And honestly, I didn't think she could act like that. I was really shocked. I especially loved the soundtracks of this movie. It was highly praiseworthy. And I loved how it was playing in the background, especially during all the action sequence. It made it more energetic and intriguing to me. So, a special shout out to Harshavardhan Rameshwar. Hope I pronounced that well. Harshavardhan Rameshwar. Special shout out to Harshavardhan Rameshwar for the film score. The visual effects was applaudable. It was mainly the important piece of this movie that created a cinematic experience for me. The cinematography was great. The close-ups, moody scenes, lighting and camera work was flawless. I mean, flawless. The action scenes was enjoyable. And the idea of the goons concealing their faces with headwears and also being in uniform, it enhanced the performance of the action a little bit. Plus, the color grading and framing of this movie was great. It sets the tone and mood of each scene, especially during the action sequence. If you like action and thriller, you're going to be getting a lot of it in Animal. Now down to the negatives. Honestly, some scenes in this movie were too deranged, crazy and toxic. And I think the film would have been fine without those crazy scenes. And the way women were treated as items in this movie wasn't at all pleasing to me. Plus, I don't think I learned anything from this movie Animal? I mean, what message was this movie trying to convey? I don't know what I learned from it. So with all this being said, I think I'll be giving this movie a 3 out of 5 thumbs up. And just so you know, Animal is a kind of film that even if you hate, you can't avoid not hearing about it. So that will be it for today's review. See you guys on my next review. But before you go, please do hit that subscribe button, like my video, and turn on your notification bells. Bye.